Jon Bones Jones makes his return to the UFC 309 at Madison Square Garden to take on 40-plus-year-old Stipe Miocic, a guy that a lot of people think is the greatest heavyweight of all time. As I sit here and I look at the lines on FanDuel, Jon Jones is minus 650 to win this fight, and I think that's kind of right. I think that line is right. And I see a lot of people in this industry that do media, do analysis, they write articles, even have fought before, like DC, saying that don't be surprised if Stipe wins this fight. Don't be surprised if he's in this fight. Don't be surprised if he competes in this fight. I mean, obviously he's going to compete. He's a world-class heavyweight fighter. But he is not winning this fight. And I understand all those people are just doing their job. They have to sell the fight. They have to make the fight more interesting. But I think there's a different route of advertising and marketing we could take here. Like, we shouldn't be selling this fight as a way of saying Stipe is in this fight. I think we should be selling this fight in a way of a celebration for these guys. A last hurrah for both these guys. Because there's a good chance that this is both of their last fights. It's probably Stipe's last fight. There's a chance, I don't know if it's a good chance, but there's a chance that it's Jon Jones' last fight. Nobody knows. And I find that so interesting what Dana White is saying, that if he does fight another guy, he's fighting Tom Aspinall. And Jon Jones is over here saying, I don't want to fight Tom Aspinall. I'd rather fight Alex Pereira, which I don't know why you would want to fight Alex Pereira over Tom Aspinall, because if you go in there and fight Alex Pereira, I should make another video about this, but I'm going to talk about it here. If you want to fight Alex Pereira, and you go in there and you get knocked out cold on your butt, your GOAT status is gone. Like, everyone in the world is going to think Alex Pereira is the best fighter in the world. And that might be bad because he didn't catch you in your prime. You're on the way out. And maybe you want to elevate someone on your way out. I don't know. But if he knocks you out, everyone's going to start looking to him as the GOAT and not you. But if he does go in there and beat Alex Pereira, that's the GOAT. 100 million% that's the GOAT, in my opinion. See, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if that fight's going to take place. I don't even know what weight that fight would take place. I guess heavyweight. Like, Pereira's going to go all the way up to heavyweight. I guess. I think that is maybe a task he wants. But you have to unify these belts. This interim heavyweight champion, it's all bullshit. Like, why are we doing all that? I think we have to see him in Aspinall, and we have to see him in Pereira. We want to see all these fights. But to get to that, he has to win this fight, which he will win this fight. He will. It's going to happen. There's no way in hell Jon Jones loses this fight to Stipe Miocic. And the line tells me I'm right. Find things to parlay this with. That's what I'm going to try to do, just to make things a little bit lower. I don't know what I can do that with right here in this moment, but I'm going to try to find something to get this parlayed with. Maybe other fighters on the card. Like, you could put Bo Nickel in there with him. I know that doesn't sweeten the price that much, but if you get another guy you like in there, it's not the worst bet in the world, in my opinion. It's the only time I parlay in the UFC. I think it's the only time anyone should be parlaying is in the UFC. Just get your fighter a little bit lower. The guy you like, you get your fighter a little bit lower of a price. I think it ends up working out. Ultimately, my name's Josh Wissey. Jon Jones will win this fight. I think he will fight again. I don't know who it's against. I'm shocked by the differences that's going on between what he's saying and Dana White is saying. But I guess we'll just have to sit down, watch the fight, and wait for what happens next. If you like sports, I promise this is the channel for you. So hit the little icon right here and subscribe. Click on other videos that you should be watching. My name's Josh Wissey. Thank you.